It is 1 a.m., almost 2, and I can't sleep. I don't know why. No, I guess I'm just gonna talk. Today was a pretty good day. I wasn't sad or depressed about nothing today. What's today? Well, it was the 16th, so yesterday. So I feel like I'm doing good. I mean, it's not as bad as it was a couple of them days, but today was better. I haven't gone walking or nothing in a few days. That's just because I've had other things that were a necessity, like that can wait. And again, now I only use walking and working out and stuff when I'm just overly frustrated and trying not to smoke about my weed. But I haven't been, upset, frustrated, nothing about nothing. Just trying to stay mellow and calm, like my mama told me. You're good. You're just going through a transition right now. So I fell asleep with my baby, and we in there hitting the wall. So I'm like, oh yeah, now it's time to get up and go get in my own bed. It sucks not being able to call one person to talk to, goddamn it. That's probably the best thing about being in a relationship is that you can only bother the person that's right next to you because y'all chose to be there together. You ain't gotta call nobody and wake them up or bother them and no shit like that. And of course, I'm not gonna wake my child up to talk to her. I'm not gonna disturb my mother because we pretty much have the same issues, so I'm not finna upset her. But my daddy runs his own business, so I can't be keeping him up all times of the night when his baby wanna talk. Like I said in another video, like I don't have absolutely anything to write down. It's Easter weekend. It's probably the first, the first weekend, Easter weekend in a while where I personally didn't have a whole shitload to do, which is, I guess, a good thing. Like, everything that is being done this weekend, hell, everybody else done planned it around me, done made arrangements for my baby, all of that stuff, and I sure appreciate it. Even with me not having as busy of a life as I used to have, I still need help with my baby. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me more. I went to bed with hot Cheetos and chocolate milk on my stomach. That could be why I'm up as well. Hood nigga, hot Cheetos with a snack. Oh, sorry. At least I'm not popping up at 3 a.m. anymore, at least for right now. 3 a.m. used to be the time, between 3 and 5, when I was a stay-at-home mama. Those were the waking hours for me, until I found out why. Now, between 1 and 3 are the waking hours, and I don't know why. I'm not, quote unquote, on a death watch right now, so I don't know why I'm up at those time frames. Normally when someone is getting ready to die is when I'm like that, but because I'm closed off from everybody, I don't think nobody getting ready to die. I guess I'll find out if I get that call, but and then again, it really depends on who it is, because I told everybody to kiss my ass, so. Or when the last person died, ain't nobody had no answer, so it's like, okay, well, shit, don't fucking talk to me. You can't tell me about the stuff that for a fact is important to me versus bullshit, don't talk to me. I was talking to a girl I used to work with the other day, and she was talking about, is she a young girl? So at the time I didn't know, but she was gonna smoke with whatever I had. Cause you was already doing it before you met me, so you gonna deal with it. She talking about, last time I smoked with you, you had me smoking them grape swishers, and they had my throat burning. I said, if your throat burning, then you're not doing it right. Talking about, that's not what that means. That's exactly what that means, girl. You pulling in too much or holding it too long. That grape ain't have nothing to do with that. Oh, those of you who know I was having issues with having a cycle for a long time, that sucker comes around now. It definitely comes around with a vengeance, but that bitch comes. But I know it's from not having one for so long. Or in between periods, maybe I wasn't having one, the way I needed to. I don't know, but that sucker rolling around now. Oh my God. My child is talking about color in her hair. Now that she's in a different educational environment, they're allowed to do some stuff at a younger age than what we were allowed to, because times are different now. I'm like, ooh. Okay. We're finna try this out. I just hope it don't bring too many problems. Because I don't want to have to cuss nobody ass out. Because what's the fucking problem? So, now that I'm getting more settled being back in my parents' house, I'm a little more, even though I lost my job or whatever, I'm in a comfortable place to start doing more for myself or whatever and be able to keep it up. So, I'm looking for, like, new skincare stuff because at one point I was so used to certain things that once I had to start my life over, I just had to cut some shit out and go back all natural for real. So today I was in the dollar store and I don't have all of them weird ass, funky ass allergies, at least not right now. So I'll test anything out at least once, just to see if I like it or if it do what it's supposed to do or whatever I need it to do. So I bought this face mask today. I think it's like a charcoal activated mask, something like that. And it's obviously black because charcoal. Now, I'm used to the colorful mask, this one. Obviously, I'm black. But once I put it on my face, I was like, oh. But I just kept cleaning up the bathroom, let it sit, all of that stuff. But in my mind, I'm still looking at myself in the mirror like, So my daughter comes to the door, knocks on the bathroom door while I'm cleaning. I open the door. She looks at me and say, Well, this child is 8 with a whole lot of personality. So I just cut her off before she could even open her mouth, and I said, yeah, I know. Mommy's still trying to figure out if she like it or not. I said, but I've already bought it. I know it's a mental thing, but it's like, ooh, puts me in the whole black face. Yeah, I don't like it. The hell they do with the trash can that was in here? Niggas is always touching all this stuff. Now that trash can wasn't bothering no damn body. Oh, ain't nobody do that but my brother. And I have on shorts. Like, I'm not just doing this with all my little coochie out. Like, no. I have morals. At least a little bit. But I'm obviously a woman with big thighs, so this is what you're gonna deal with. Every day since I've been going through my healing process, the same thing replays in my head, you know, between my mom and I. She was like, oh, whatever you opened up, it was worth it. Girl, me too. Because I still got a long life to live, so I got time to find out, but, you know. I had a whole plan for my life, you know, whether there was a degree involved or not, because, again, I at least needed to graduate high school in my head. Because, again, I found out about life real early, so, yeah. By the time I got 18, I was like, oh shit, I'm tired of this shit. I don't want to do it. I'm sick of it. I only went to a university. Well, I started out at a university. Because once everybody found out that by the time they knew where the hell they was going, I still hadn't done nothing. They was like, what you mean? I don't want to go. Shoot, it wasn't even the fact of, you know, the educational part. Because, again, as long as I was in the right classroom, I was perfectly fine. Oh, my God. But, baby, by the time May rolled around, I was like, ooh, shit. But nevertheless, it was a good experience. I'm glad I didn't walk away with none of them traumatic ass stories, you know. I thank God for that all the time. my traumatic stories happened back at home. So it's like, at least I could always go back or, go visit or whatever and not have that weird ass feeling of trauma. But hell, I had so much going on back home. I couldn't focus no way. Honestly, that was just my escape from all the shit I had been through. To me, that was a vacation. And then, hell, going to her school wasn't even something I even wanted to do. But because I came back home from college after freshman year, my parents was like, no, we need you to keep going. We need you to, whatever. But I'm like, I was able to get my job back when I came back home. I didn't give a damn about that. I could braid hair. I was perfectly okay with just doing that. Excuse me, or little quick weaves, whatever the fuck we was doing at that time. And was able to make me some quick money. I didn't care. But I went. That was something that I didn't know I needed until I did it. I understand why my parents pushed for me to do that. Didn't find the school I wanted to go to. However, the school that I found probably gave me what I needed as well. Oh my goodness. Which it definitely did. It definitely did. I got way more than the black experience there. I got way more African culture there than I thought I was going to get. But hey, it worked out for my good. Oh, man. Hell, it wasn't even something that I even wanted to make a career out of, but it's like, it's something I know how to do. Why not? It wasn't nothing strenuous. The only thing was the bigger I got, the more them knees got to screaming. But hey, you got this, girl. Shit, you put that weight on, you carry that shit around. And then too, my life was going. I didn't really, well, because I was making the money. I didn't really care about none of that other stuff. Hell, I wasn't trying to be rich in the shit because I damn sure didn't want to be fucking robbed. I just wanted to be comfortable. Be able to do what I need to do in between, my paychecks, because at the time I was still working a regular job. Once I graduated from high school, well, partially. I was partially working a regular job and still doing hair. And then I ended up going to business school after that. And it's funny, because growing up, when we would watch the damn commercial for this particular school, we would crack jokes. But it actually was pretty good. The only thing is, I have a business degree. But anything else I have to start over from scratch. It's just, I want to be able to use my business degree and whatever else I choose to do. I just want it to be something that I enjoy. Because we can say all day long, we don't want to work, we don't want to work, but obviously we got to. Whether you are an entrepreneur or not, you're still working. But with being an entrepreneur, you get to choose. And that's my thing. I want to keep choosing shit. I just need the next move to be able to be my best move. Again, I don't want to be rich. That shit come with problems. I want to be able to do certain things with my daughter and also be able to take care of whatever future children I choose to have if that's what I choose to do. Because I'm not making nobody stay, and I'm not in the business of convincing nobody of nothing. If it's what you want, then okay, let's go for it and we'll figure it out along the way. At least that's how I was taught. Just on go. Then stay on go. That's what I need. Stuff is gonna happen along the way, but we're supposed to still keep going. I don't know what I'm finna go in here and do. I don't know if I'm finna go in here and watch TV, try to go back to bed, because I do have to take my baby to school. But this ain't a play week, so I can't be out riding around through the city. And then I gotta do my baby hair for Easter. I had to go get my nails cut down today. This was something I hadn't done in a long time, but once my life started lifing again, I was like, I gotta do something to pick me up. I mean, I was trying to be a minimalist for as long as I could when it came to certain stuff. But I'm like, I have to find something to make me happy that ain't gonna cost an arm and a leg. And I've obviously experienced the whole overindulging in food. So I be trying not to do that. So I treated myself and got my nails and my toes done. And I've actually been enjoying it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it anymore because I had my own fingernails for so long, but I've been enjoying it. I've been cheating on my nail tech only because she's by appointment only. And And these were like on the whim. This was an on the whim decision when I made it. So, but I know whenever I see her, she gonna fuss. But I'll take it. Cause that's my boo. I don't know. Anytime I come in contact with somebody from my past or anybody that, I've held on to all this time, it's like, okay, you keep popping back up in my life for a reason, God keep putting you back right here for a reason, and I'm trying to figure out why. I've actually said this to somebody. And her being back in my life, the person that I said that to actually helped a whole hell of a lot. It helped a whole hell of a lot. Wasn't the way that we probably thought it was going to be, but it helped a hell of a lot. But my nail tech is actually, she was my nail tech during my pregnancy. And she, I guess, was my calm or part of my calmness coming into my womanhood. I guess that's what that was. Because me having a full-term pregnancy in my eyes was me then coming into womanhood. Yeah, I've been already doing whatever. But to me, having a full-term pregnancy was my indicator that, girl, you a woman now. And I don't know. It's just something about her. I don't care how long in between seeing her. I'm going to always keep in contact with her. Hey, girl, you still doing nails? Do my nails. And I guess because she's still a piece of what's familiar, because I changed so much of my life and my surroundings and stuff now. And typically when I say my surroundings, because I ain't been too many damn places, I mean the company that I keep. Like, even with my friendships, I handle my friendships like a business, like a barter system. You do for me, I do for you. If you can't do for me, I'm still gonna do for you from a distance and leave it at that. Most times that's just conversation or whatever the fuck it was. After a while, I could no longer be a monetary friend, which was perfectly fine, because at a certain point, we supposed to be taking care of our own damn selves anyway. So, but having friends like that, because of the type of person I am, did start getting on my damn nerves, which I was very vocal to them about that. The only time I give a damn really about my friends doing anything for me was around my birthday. Like, that's it. Like, I got bit the other day, so I ain't no dirty bitch. But we all have our days. But I forgot what the hell I was talking about because I had to scratch. What the fuck was I talking about? Mm-hmm. Oh, I was talking about the barter system and all that shit with my friendships. Like, yeah, like, I can't. I've always been like that. Once I got to a certain point, once I really found out what life was really about, because of the type of friends I've had, because of the type of places that I worked, it's like once I got to a certain point, I'm your friend, but still, if you can't do for me, I can't do for you. And to me, when it comes to friends, because I've been a monetary friend and I've had monetary friends, to me, money is always off the table because when we spending money on each other, it's something we choosing to do. It's never something we have to do. Never, never, never. To me, as a friend, at least answer the motherfucking phone when I call you. That's it. That's all I be needing. If you can't talk to me right now, because now I'm okay with saying, are you available to talk? Which, because for a long time, out of the group of friends I had, I was a stay-at-home mama, so obviously they worked. So if I called them and they were busy, "Oh, are you at work? Are you doing something? You busy? Call me back. But I got something to talk to you about." If it was something I felt like I needed to call them for. Like, even in my younger years, I didn't really call them for something unless they caught me boohoo crying about it, and 9 times out of 10 it was about a nigga, so, or they done seen this nigga doing some shit, then they obviously know what the fuck is wrong with me. But, like, because of the type of situations I've been in and the type of things that I've seen, like, I was perfectly okay with hanging out and kicking it with any type of person, honestly. But there's always a stopping point when it comes to everything. So, and I think when I said that to somebody, they felt some type of way because they was like, you shouldn't feel like that. But at that time, I also hadn't opened my mouth about a lot of stuff I had been through either, but it ain't your damn business why I treat people the way I treat them. Just know, I ain't no fool. I'll be there for you until you keep fucking up. I know when to say stop. And when I gotta fight, I know when to fight. So, yeah. I can't. I guess now, as far as building bonds and shit like that, it's damn sure gonna be different. And I'm very open with anybody that I've come in contact with from my past or new people. You're gonna have a hard time breaking me down as a friend or lover or whatever. Especially now. Because my ex really got the brunt of it. And I wasn't even trying to. But I mean, hey, shit happens. Go in here and wash my hands. I'll just put some hand sanitizer on. I'm gonna wake up my body. Sometimes I feel like I need to give me a clock. Since I've decided to start doing this, I can start keeping up with the time without sliding screens and pushing buttons and shit. Because I be done turned the whole damn thing off. I'm in the process of doing all of my girly things again. So, me and my baby, and I, however you want to take that, we went to, what's that? Bath and Body Works. And had a girly day. And I just put on, what was that, white tea and sage. Yeah, white tea and sage. And it smells really good. And when I was a stay-at-home mama, because I have anxiety and stuff, I will typically try to buy stuff geared towards that, especially smells. So, anything calming, relaxing, or like whenever we did get sick, I would try to get whatever hand sanitizer or use whatever hand sanitizer that I had that smelled as medicinal as possible, you know, just for comfort. Because, you know, once we get sick, we want any and everything to soothe us, make us feel better, make it stop hurting, all of that stuff. Anything to pacify us in that moment. I still haven't really found no new shows to get off into, only because I'm just not interested in a lot of stuff right now. A lot of my childhood shows that I watched growing up, that I watched during happy times, aren't really picking me up. So, and like I know and have heard of so many of the new stuff that's out now, and it's like, okay, whatever. Like, I've been watching Jamie Foxx here recently because Martin just ain't been picking me up. And it has been very, very, it's been soothing, but not in a me sitting here watching it way. I think just with me being able to fall asleep and listen to it in the background, I think that's probably what's doing it for me. Like, I definitely had to stop watching A Different World for a little bit. I had to. Even though that's my show. But I had to stop watching it for a little bit. And, like, I have a lot more alone time now. But watching a lot of just adult stuff just ain't really interesting me. I guess because I'm no longer in a relationship, some of the shit just, I'm not a person who sits up and just watches sex like that. Like, it just depends on what it is. Like, Sex in the City, that's my shit. I sit up and watch that. When, what was that show that came out? Sex Education? That was my shit. Stuff like that, you know. But, again, I also was getting it freely. So now that I'm not doing that, some stuff just, I don't want to sit up and watch. I guess I'm gonna watch TV and try to go back to sleep before I take my baby to school. If I got something else to talk about, I'll do another video. Good night.